Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channels. In this video, we are going to learn about how to upload emails on server. For examples, you created one Spring Boot application. You want to store some emails, how you can do this. So in this video, I'm going to cover like how you can store your file or image on the server with the help of Postman. Even if you are a developer, Java developer, you want to develop a one API, and those API is receive the data from the Angular, React or any other UI side, and you want to receive this data and upload this data on the servers, then how you can do this? So you can use this technique on that place also. It is very useful. Okay, so just know with the help of Postman, then after you know anyway, like Postman is also behave like a one client. So client, it means any UI like HTML, React, Angular, anything you can take. Okay, so first of all, if you are a Java developer, definitely you have to know about it, because so many places you have to store the data in server, image on the server. Okay, so let's start now. So first of all, I'm going to create one project in my Eclipse or STS. So I'm going to choose Eclipse, create a project, file, new, create project. So I want to create a Spring Boot application. So just search here, a Spring Boot starter project. Take second one, and here you have to give some details of your project. So here you have to give the project name. Project name is upload image or file on server. Just take this next, and if you want to store this image in database, you can do this, but I'm not going to explain all those things. You can take care about it. I just want to explain like how to take data from the Postman and upload this data on the server, like in your project, inside your project. Okay, so this thing I'm going to handle here. So I'm going to take a Spring DevTools or a Spring Web. That's it. I don't want more than that. Next, or finish it. It's take some time and created project for you. Okay, let's see. So your project is created. You can see here. Okay. Once your project is created, you have to create one REST controller. REST controller, it means one API. Those are able to communicate with your browser, your Postman. He having some extra type of the ability. If you mention any class as a controllers or REST controllers. Okay. So you can see here our application is ready. Okay, now this is the structures of a Spring Boot. I hope you know about it. I don't want to explain anything. Okay, so for this I want to store whatever data image is coming from the Postman, yeah, any React or any HTML or any Angular applications. I want to store inside this statics file. So I will just create one more file inside the statics, and this name is called, folder name is image. I will take image folder, and inside the image I want to put all the images whatever is Postman is sent to me. Okay, fine. I want to create one more controller. For what? Controller is used to receive the image from the UI or Postman. Okay, if you want to change the port numbers of your application, you can change it. So here you can write just port. So he given you a server.port. Let's do manual control space. It gives some like port. It's taking some time. Okay, server.port. I will take 8081. It's my favorite port numbers. That's why I take every time. No problem. You can take anything. Okay, so I have specified the port number. Now I want to create one controllers. So just take class and give the package name as a controllers. So dot controllers. Here you can give image a file, image upload controller, controller control. Fine. Just annotate this class as a controller so that this class having a ability to communicate with your REST. You can say your Postman or your any type of the application you develop. Just take this, not repository, REST controllers. Okay. And here you can give the mapping also, so it's not required, it's optional, you can give here. So I'm going to create one method like public upload emails. This is the one of the method. I don't know return type of this method is, so I will take a string as a return type, and here I will return successfully image is uploaded. That's it. Okay, I will annotate this as a post mapping. I want to send some data from client, so definitely I have to take post mapping, and here I will take upload image or file, anything is fine. Upload image or upload files, anything is fine. In this method you can't take with the help of request body because you want one file. Okay, this is not a class type. So how you can take data from the Postman? This is the one of the good decisions. Like you have a @request param, @request body, path variables, path query, path param, so many things you have. What you take here? So for receiving the data as a one of the image or file format, then definitely you have to take @request param. What you take? Request params is able to take any kinds of the data as a string format or any type of the format. Okay, so take here request param. Inside the request param you can just give the name as a file because you are taking the any image or any files. That's it. Now here you can't take image as a string or any primitive type of the value. So for this multi-part, you have a Spring Boot is given like multi-part file, given one class called a multi-part file. It is one of the interface. So create a object of this interface multi-part file and receive your object, receive your file, receive your image, any kinds of the data in this file. So multi-part having so many child classes, so he is take care of this. Okay, so you don't want to aware about it. So any kinds of the data you send, he will take care. Just make it big so that you can understood. So this is used to receive the file from your Postman. Just print something informations about the files, it's coming or not, and check it. Like if you want to print like file dot get content, get name, get original file name. I want to print original file name, whatever file you got. I want to print something like file dot get name of the file. Now I want to print something like type of this file. So just take like file dot get type. So get content type, you can say. You can find out the size also, what is the image size. So s out, because size is very important Sometimes you have to validate, like I want this much size only. If you send more than that, then I can't receive, I can't take that type of the files. For examples, you want to upload one profile pictures and your profile image is like 100 MB. So it's not a good practice. Okay. So for this, so this is the controllers I made, and controller is call is happened. So definitely he printed all those informations of the files and successfully he printed like file is uploaded. Okay. So let's check what is happening or not, it's working or not. So take this endpoint, and run this application. So how you can run this? Just click on run. Okay. I think it's not run like that. So click on this, go to run as Spring Boot app. If you run this, it's started running on. You can see inside the console like what he given. He's saying started upload image file application successfully. So our application is running on. Now you have to hit this controllers through the Postman. So open your Postman. Okay. So Postman is started opening. This is the Postman. And you already know the port number of this application, 8081. This is the controllers you made right now. Okay. Go to the Postman and hit this controllers. He is able to get the data or not. If it is able to get the image, then you can go further and you can take the path of the directory and you can store the data on this file. It means take the data from one place and store this data in another place. These things we are going to maintain here. So just take new. Yeah, right now it's a new only. So here you can mention, no, here I don't want. Take the method post, like you have created post now. So http localhost and 8081 is a port number / upload file. Be careful here because you have to see very carefully here. See this post and file, how you can select the image here. So you have to go to the param. It's a very interesting, so many people are confused. So go to the params, go to the body inside you can see non having a form data. Select the form data. If you select form data, you get key value and description. Go to the key, select here file if you want to send the file, and this file you can give the name of this file like file. You can give the name file, and here you can give the data. It means image. So register.png, open this and just send this. If you send this, you got response, maybe uploaded image is successfully image is uploaded. You got response. If you click 2 times, you got 2 times. Okay. Go to your controllers. Here you can see the informations. Your controller is heated. He read your informations of the image like register.png, file, image.png, this is the size, register, this is the file name, this is the image.png. Everything is given to you. Now you understood like data is coming here. Now you have to take this data. Okay, this is the basic information I did just display to show you. Now your responsibility is to take the directory where you want to store your data. So for example, create one string directory of path directory equal to double quote. I don't know where I have to put the data, but that much I know only. Okay, so this is the path directory, and I want path where I want to store this data. Okay, so where is my camera? Oh my god, my camera is not responding sometimes. Okay, fine. So go to inside these applications. Okay, here you can see I want to store here. So go to the image, click on this and just click show in, or you can see or properties. You can co-directory the properties also, no problem. And resources, and here you can see all those data. Here is you can see the locations or path of your data. So click on this. If you click, you directly go inside the image. Open this. Go to statics image, inside the image, because you want to store the data inside the image only. Copy this path. Okay, copy this path and come back in your applications. Close this. Anyway, you can get this, and here you have to put this data. Just put. Okay, you put it this data. Automatically he covered whatever path he given. It's happened. Image is the image happened. Okay, so directory is ready. Now you have to write only one line of the code, and you can copy the one place of the code to the another place, one image to the another place. Okay, okay, so I will write here, I want to now store the data in this directory, in this path. In this path, it means this one path. Inside the statics, I have to store the image inside the image folder. So for this I have to write files dot, okay, files dot copy having a 3 parameters. Take those parameters. Copy dot 3 parameters like path, input stream, target path and copy. So these are the 3 options. You can take any one of these. Okay, so take this one, copy, and copy inside you can give here files dot input stream. So files, whatever file you got, not this one file, this one file, you whatever you got the data, file dot get input stream. Okay, and next parameters, you have to paths dot get URL, call the get method, and here you can pass your directory. So path directory dot file dot separate, not like that, directory plus files, your file dot separate, your separator, plus you have to give the name of your files. So file name is nothing but your file dot get original file name. Okay, take this one, and in next parameters you have to write a standard copy option, standard copy option dot replace existing. It means if it is already available, then replace this. If it is not available, then store this. Okay, so this is the three parameters you have to take, and you have to store the data. So copy is open, close, path is open, file directory it is also close, standard options it's also open and close. Okay, what is the error? Error is like this line of the code you have to put inside the try and catch. So I am going to directly throw the exception, throw the exception, so that I don't want to write try and catch. You can see error is removed, and your data is also going to save here. Okay, this is the way you can do this. See this one more times. Files dot copy, where file, whatever the file you got from the Postman, those files convert in input stream, give the path of your files with the separate of the original path, and last is just give the standard type equal to existing, replace and existing. That's it. Okay, save this. It's already running on. Go to the image does not have any file right now. Now go to the Postman. Okay, and hit one more times. If you hit this, go to the file, you can see right now no files. Just go and refresh this. If you refresh this, you can see your image here. Open this image, you can see this image. Why? Because why you are able to see this image? Because you uploaded now, that's why you are able to see. No problem in that. Okay, one more image you want to upload, you can upload it, no problem. Open this controllers. Okay, you want to upload as much image you want, just take this one, replace this, select another image like this one, Angular login page, and save this. Send this, go to this place, you can see only one image. Just refresh, you can see two images. So image is going to the uploaded time to times. Okay, if you see, if you go to the target, you can see there is no image right now. Okay, so go to this place where is your application is stored. Here you can see two images here stored. Okay, upload, this is the upload image file. Okay, this is our application name, and go to the this target. Inside the targets having a classes having a statics having a image. You can see two images already available. I am going to delete this, so select both and just delete this. If you delete this, and again if you run this, so when this is built, your image is going to store in that place. See this image is available even if you delete in that place, because it's already available in your SRC. That's why he given to you again. Okay, in build pass also it's come again. Okay, no problem. But in this approach having a one problems I will discuss with you. Problem is, You are doing this hard coded of this file. This is the directory we are given to the hard coded. Maybe if you given this application to your friend and you can say like you run these applications is upload the file in your servers. So maybe in your friend system there is no P directory, no workspace, STS, no YouTube, no upload image files. So maybe your friends is not able to run these applications. So this is the one of the problem. So how you can fix these problems? You have another way to fix this problem. Okay, so another way is nothing but take same thing. Okay, and here you have to take with resources new class path resource, class path resources. So class path resources, or here you can pass just statics slash image slash, and here you just write the file, get file dot get absolute path. That's it. Okay, so this one is become globally, so you can store this data in your application and your friend is not getting any errors. This application is run anywhere because you given the root directory of this project. Okay, so that's why it's a good way to do this. Okay, just stop your server, run one more times, rerun this. Your application is running on. Okay, it is running on. So I'm doing one things, like I'm going to delete these two files again. Delete these two files and rerun one more times. Rerun one more times and go to your file. You can see there is no emails because you deleted from the SLC. Now again I am going to send this data because my application is running on. I want to again send some file, uploaded successfully. You can go to your file, you can see data is uploaded. If you refresh your Eclipse, you see here also. If you refresh, you see here also, no problem. It's not showing right now, no problem. You take some other image, file, select, I want to take this one, register, upload this, send this data, go to this place, refresh this. You can't get any image in this file, image file, but if you go to the target, inside the target having a two, this image is uploaded because your application is already built. So your image is going to directly store in this target place because this is the build. Once your application is built, then it's going to start storing target, classes, statics and image inside the image only. Okay, so this is the one of the good practice to store file and image in your server with the help of these things. So I hope guys you understood how to do this, and it is one of the well way. Thank you so much guys. We will discuss something more about it later video. Thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you so much.